Ethan Cole jolted awake at the sound of soft footsteps in his tiny kitchen. For a moment, he thought it was his 7-year-old son, Noah, sneaking out early for cereal again. But when he turned his head, his heart nearly stopped. Standing by the sink, barefoot, hair slightly messy, and wearing his oversized gray shirt, was Vivian Hart. Yes, that Vivian Hart, the youngest tech CEO in the state, the woman whose signature silk suits intimidated entire boardrooms, the same woman Ethan had rescued only hours earlier from a disabled car in the middle of a thunderstorm. And now she was in his shirt, making coffee. Vivian looked up, caught his stunned expression, and actually laughed, a warm, human laugh he never imagined she possessed. "Good morning," she said softly. "I think I owe you an explanation." Ethan blinked. Yeah. That'd be great." She held the mug between her hands, as if grounding herself. "I didn't mean to stay the night. Your son insisted. He said no one should be alone in a storm, not even a fancy lady with broken headlights." She smiled faintly. "I think he saved me more than I saved him." Ethan felt his chest loosen. Noah, always leading with kindness, but before he could respond, Vivian's eyes flicked down to the shirt she was wearing. "I hope you don't mind. Mine was drenched. Your son picked this one. Said it was your lucky dad shirt." Ethan groaned. "He says things. He's right," she said. "It feels lucky." There was a softness in her voice he hadn't expected. Almost vulnerable. Noah emerged then, hair sticking up, half asleep, dragging his blanket. When he saw Vivian, he brightened instantly. "You stayed. I told Dad you'd stay." Ethan's ears burned. "Noah," but Vivian knelt to Noah's height. "You were right," she said gently. "I stayed because you asked. And because your dad makes a great rescue driver." Noah beamed, then ran to the table as if nothing unusual was happening. Vivian stood slowly, her expression shifting. "Ethan, last night wasn't just a storm. I was on my way to resign." The words trembled. "I've been drowning in pressure, expectations, rumors. I didn't think anyone would notice if I disappeared for a while." Ethan's breath caught. "Vivian, but then I met your son," she continued softly. "And he asked me the simplest question. Are you lonely?" Her eyes glistened. No one asks CEOs questions like that. Not with that kind of sincerity. Ethan swallowed hard, and he said, she added with a small, broken smile, "My dad gets lonely too. But he pretends he's okay." Ethan froze, every muscle in him stilled. Vivian saw it, saw the truth he never said out loud. The long nights. The empty chair across the dinner table. The way he filled the silence with cartoons for Noah so the house didn't feel so hollow. Vivian approached him slowly, carefully, as if stepping towards something fragile. "He sees you," she whispered. "And he made me see myself." For a long moment, neither of them moved, then Noah's small voice broke the silence. "Dad? Can Miss Vivian stay for pancakes?" Vivian laughed through a tear. Ethan rubbed his jaw, overwhelmed, unsure, frozen in place, but strangely hopeful. Vivian looked at him, waiting, not with authority, but with something gentler. "Something human." "I'd like to stay," she said quietly. "If you'll let me." Ethan exhaled, the weight in his chest lifting just a little. "Yeah," he said, finally allowing the smallest smile. "Pancakes sound good." And in that tiny kitchen, with a single dad, a sleepy kid, and a powerful CEO in a borrowed shirt, something unexpected settled into the room. Not romance, not obligation, but the beginning of two people remembering they weren't as alone as they thought.